Right there. Well, make sure that that's all actually working. Yeah. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a shorter stream here. I have two characters that I have to be making here, and they're unique. I guess I should get rid of the things that are on the screen there, give all the giveaways that already exist. Plan for the day today is to create two commoners and maybe even set up some roll tables while I'm at it. We'll see how much time I've got. I've been busy in the real world with schedule change. Is fairly straightforward. I have I have two commoners or two two commoners. 7 for the younger one. I don't have a gender chosen for the older one yet, so I'm going to start in on creating for myself this new commoner. The first thing I got to figure out, I can't do those ones. What I want to deal with is the race that they're going to be. Determine the race of this 17-year-old. It's a dwarf. Marvelous. Okay. And we're going to use, we're going to let the dice also choose the gender. There's not a great deal of detail that I have about the gender at this point in time, or about this character yet, but I do have like names and such, which I can't give you because that would be spoilers. So yeah, so here we go. Let's find out what our lovely gender. Interesting. So a female. Oh yeah, that was my last. I wonder. You know, the last time I rolled, the second last time I rolled a new character, that's what I rolled. Um, was a female dwarf. I feel like that's not. I'm gonna exercise my veto on this one. I'm gonna try that guy again. I'm gonna try my. Well, it's set on being a female. Let's see if it's set on being a dwarf. No. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna make this first the 17-year-old female human. I'd rather run with that. I think so because I have the power. I am. Or feedback on these NPCs as I'm going along, throw it in the chat. You can also jump in the Discord if you want here, and the chat appears in the D&D chat channel in there as well. Haha. All right, so female human. I know that this female human is 17. What I don't is uh, is like eye color, skin color, and so on and so forth. And so I'm actually going to pull out. I found this on the on D&D, like on a Wikidot thing, and all I did was searched for. Like, I think I searched for skin color roll table. Oh, I did. I put D&D on it to make sure that I knew I was actually along those lines, and I knew that I was going to be able to find something off of the D&D wiki. So this is actually kind of nice. One of the things I can't do, I like the swatches that they got here. One of the things that I can't do is doing the swatches into Roll20 so I can see the colors that they chose that was rolled. So instead, I'm just going to stick with these names, and I do actually like what they came up here with. They came up with basics. They came up with Fey, hair colors, eye colors, so on and so forth. I'm going to do the wonderful things of that. There we go. And get it so that I can see all of the things. There we go. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to start making my quick roll table. I'm starting to get really good at making these roll tables and just doing the copy paste concept. So we're going to go with basic hair on this one. And first option, Black hair is apparently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 options for that. Just wanted to make. I always get that mixed up. Am I supposed to include things, not so on and so forth? So uh, basically, you take the biggest number, add 1 minus the bottom number. Well, the bottom number was 1 anyway, so that's kind of how it's going to be. So we're going to give it a weighting of 12. Later on in life if I wanted to. So I'm just creating for myself all of my roll tables. So apparently you're going to have 8 chances of getting gray hair off this roll table. Platinum. 9 chances you're going to get platinum. No, hang on. 8 chances. 8 chances hair. And 7 minus 29 is going to be another 8 chances for white hair. 45 minus 37 is another 8 chances for dark blonde. 5, 6, 7. Oh, hang on. 53 minus 45 is 8 again. Made things really easy. And then I turned into a teenager, and that didn't happen anymore. I started turning a little bit less blonde, a little bit more dirty blonde, then a little bit more brown, and now a little bit more bald. All right. All these redhead chances. Interesting. Now, if you actually think about the blondes there's actually like 24 chances you're going to get some form of blonde. But now we're getting kind of specific into what those blonde forms are. Brunette. I am not, I guess dark redhead, brunette, auburn. Auburn still feels to me like I feel like having auburn in there versus a dark redhead. I'm not 100% convinced I like that option, especially when I'm only getting 8 for each. So I'm just gonna I am gonna mess with my roll table. I do believe that I should have lots. Cut the auburn right off of that. That'll be perfect. That's my own personal decision. And now I have myself my rule table. So we're going to now, I'm going to now make myself my macro for it. And so this new macro I'm going to make, I'm just going to copy my code from my background. And this new macro is going to be my appearance macro, which will be namely for, this is, what do they look like? I'm actually getting it from the D&D, oh, it's not going to like D&D wiki. And that is right. That's just, yeah, D&D wiki. Good enough there. And so the first one here is there we go. What do they look like? Huzzah! And then the first option is we're going to deal with is going to be basic hair, and that's just on the basic hair table. I know I have a bunch of other options here, but I like making my little drop-down lists here, and so I'll put the other options into this macro as I go along. Get my appearance button going. There's my appearance button. Some of you guys don't know, you can actually use this little three line thing and fold up your chat window, journal, etc., etc. So here we go. What do they look like? We're going to go with basic hair. Hopefully that worked out okay in my chat. What they look like? This person is a redhead female human. Alrighty. So we have a redhead. Now we got to go deal with eye color, and we're going basic. Okay. So apparently these are your options for basic. Interesting. And do I want to make my, well, considering I'm dealing with the region of the world that I'm creating this commoner from, I don't know that I want to go completely exotic with this particular creature yet, so I am simply going to go with the basics. And seeing as they're human, humans tend not to have an awful lot of, um, well, let's see here, we're going eye color. They don't tend to have a lot of purple eyes in humans. Um, I used to have these weird little purple tinges in my eyes, but let's be real, my eyes have always been hazel. I just liked to say that because I was a teenager who thought I wanted to make myself more important. Anywho, new so that it becomes particularly easy to keep track of all my roll tables. And that's because I put them into the roll tables right off the top. So here we go. Basic eyes. That'll work. Basic eyes. And suddenly that reminds me of a song called Hungry Eyes that I used to love because I also used to love Dirty Dancing. Don't judge. Okay, here we go. 16 chances that you're going to have amber colored eyes. That's kind of cool, actually. Um, Then we're going to get another 16 chances you're going to have brown eyes. Brown-eyed girl. All right. Hazel eyes. So these hazel eyes are going to be much like mine, and that is 16 chances again, by the looks of things. Ja, das ist gut. Okay. Green, you're going to have, again, 16 chances. Something doesn't math there. I'm missing something here. See, 16, 9 minus 53. No, that's 16. So did I miss something up here? 53 minus, no, that's 16. This might be the place that weird. Something I didn't think that 16 went. No, 16 doesn't go well into. Ah, it's the brown. I can't math the brown. That's why. Um, so I'll go back and I'll check the brown out. But I knew 16 is that you're going to have gray eyes. And then I'm going to go back and fix that brown. So 37, yeah, that's going to be basically 20 chances you're going to get brown. There we go. That makes more sense. The brown should be the most common one out of the whole works. To my appearance thing, put my basic eye color, or eyes, I guess, and basic eyes. Huzzah! I can't spell basic because stuff. Okay, cool. So there's that. Apparently, you can also pop out the chat window if you wanted to. So that's totally what I'm going to do. Got my chat window popped out so I can see it nicely and easily. And now when I go to, now I can fold this guy up and I can still see my chat. Seventeen-year-old Lindsay Lohan, whatever. Um, that gives us my eye color. Oh, and then the last bit. This is kind of cool, actually. I'm considering doing this somewhere along the way too, but I can't do this until I upgrade my Roll20 account so that I can put in colors into my chat. But so I'll hold off on that until I decide to upgrade things. But in the meantime, let's see here. We're going to go for base, and now I have to choose what type, or I could just go with the any key. Press any key to continue. Where is the any key? I like the idea of doing the any key. Perhaps that's what I will do, because I am going for somebody who did not grow up in the area that they are currently in. They grew up elsewhere. And so, but I don't necessarily know where that is yet. So I am going to do the any. Now, if I definitely wanted to make sure that my character was from a more southern destination, then in Faerun, as an example, somewhere around like Jacinta or even further south, then I might consider going for a little bit of a darker skin if I knew that I was going to go for somebody who had like um, who is it, like an ASMR or like a Duergar or something like that, then I'll probably try to choose um, the well, I might limit myself honestly to either the light colors, or I might just simply stick to somewhere in here for the black, gray, white kind of idea. Um, so, but in this case, I think I'm just going to keep things simple. We're going to go with the any key. Let's make a roll table. Okay, this is boom. And in this case, because the commoners are making the thing fast, I want to be able to get my table set up basic skin so that I can just kind of pump out commoners as I need to, and then I just need to look for pictures that would match. So here we go. We're going to start off with pale, and there's 12 chances of that, and then we're going to go with fair, and there is 12 chances of that, and then we're going to go with light, and there's more than 12 chances on that one. Mathing is good. So 13 chances. Yeah, because math. Um, light tan, so that one apparently has 12. Nope, that's not right. 51 minus 38 is actually 13 again. So 13 chances of having light tan. Plain old tan, this is a 64 minus 51, another 13. And dark tan, 70, 13 chances. I like that number. That's my lucky number. 89. This one's only a 12 chancer, so for brown skin, you're going to have 12 chances of having that. And for dark brown skin, you're going to have 12 chances of having dark brown. I appreciate how D&D managed to do, or D&D Wiki managed to do this without making it appear as though as there was any chance of racism. And in natural humans, that is generally speaking the hues. I mean, there are some uh, the hues they are using, the swatches they're using, they're not always they're not exhaustive, but they certainly work for the describing words. Anyway, I go with. Look at that! Stream crashed. Why would my stream crash?